Attention please, starring Laura Liu, Disney's Fake Belle, Some Old Perverts, written and directed by Mr. Chips.
Disclaimer: this story is based on true events. Any resemblance to real-life events, actual persons, or especially any particularly unattractive individuals is purely coincidental, or maybe not. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but let's just say, some eyes are more forgiving than others.
Laura, a well-known YouTuber with a knack for peeing in orange Sainsbury bags on live streams, always craved the spotlight. Her content, often trashy and controversial, kept her viewers glued to the screen, but it was clear to everyone that Laura thrived on attention, no matter how she got it. One evening, she decided to turn things up a notch. Laura had always loved Disney, so she thought, why not combine her love for the limelight with a bit of nostalgic charm? After all, Belle was the epitome of grace, beauty, and intelligence, a very, very far cry from the way Laura usually portrayed herself. The idea made her laugh, but she knew it would draw in viewers like moths to a flame. She slipped into a shimmering golden ball gown, the kind Belle wore when dancing with the Beast, and twirled in front of her, mirror. The dress hung from her figure in all the loose, flabby places, and Laura grinned at her reflection. "Perfect," she whispered, before applying a layer of bright red lipstick. It was far too bold for Belle, but that was the point. Laura was no Disney princess, and her audience knew it. As she went live, the chat flooded with comments, some admiring, others questioning her motives. But Laura didn't care. She posed, batted her eyelashes, and leaned into the camera, ensuring her cleavage was just in view and suggestive enough to keep her viewers hooked. "Hi, everyone," she cooed, her voice dripping with false innocence. "Guess who I'm dressed as tonight? That's right, Belle. But you know, I thought Belle needed a little update." The chat exploded with reactions. Some viewers, clearly intoxicated, started leaving crude comments, daring her to show more. Laura knew this crowd well. They were always pushing for something more provocative. Tonight, she was in the mood to play along, just enough to keep them engaged. "Oops!" she giggled, pretending to adjust her dress. The fabric slipped slightly, revealing a hint of skin before she pulled it back up. The perverts in the chat went wild, and Laura basked in the attention, her heart racing. She knew she was walking a fine line, but that was half the thrill. For the next hour, Laura kept her audience entertained with playful banter and flirty gestures, her Belle costume becoming more of a tease than a tribute. Every movement, every word was calculated to keep the eyes on her, to ensure that she remained the center of attention. She didn't care that the viewers were mostly there for a cheap thrill. It was still attention, and that's what she craved. By the end of the stream, Laura was glowing with the high that only the old perverts could give her. She knew people would talk, some would judge, and others would laugh. But hey, she hasn't slept with a man for over 5 years, and this was the closest she could get. But knew this audience would all be talking about her. And that's what mattered. As she signed off with a wink and a kiss blown to the camera, Laura knew she had succeeded in her mission. She might not be the real Belle, but in that moment she was the most trashy of the ball, the center of everyone's attention just as she craved.
Oh my God! What is that?